Well, as cool as that car is there, I much prefer driving that car. So let's go ahead and see if it's gonna start. That's a good start, right? It has at least enough battery power to open the doors, unlock the doors. So let's go ahead and see if it starts up. Ignore the tight squeeze, small garage. An official cold start because it's about 25 degrees. No, I'm not about to hit anything. It's just catching the sides of my garage, so it's warning me. So, all right, well, it's snowing out it snowed recently, as you can tell, and I want to drive this because as much as I love the other car, I miss driving this. Unfortunately, it's on summer tires, and even driving it to the shop to have them replaced is going to be interesting. But let's go ahead and grab the winter tires, put them in the back right there, and then get this so that I can actually drive it in the winter. So there we go, let's go grab the tires. Just like that, all 4 tires are in the car. Kind of hard to see, let me go around front, you can see it better. So there they are, all bagged up so that you don't mess up your car. So let's go ahead and bring them in and get them put up on the car so I can actually drive this thing again. This is one of those cars where you just want to get in it and drive. Doesn't matter if you're in traffic or if you're on back roads. Just tons of fun. And I know a lot of you guys have M3s. Hopefully you drive them through the winter. I know I had made a video at the beginning of, technically not even winter, but you know, I made a video basically saying that I was putting it away for the winter and I'd drive the Acura. Problem is, I like driving. I like actually going out, seeing things, you know, going places, just having fun. Not even a destination, just drive to drive. And realistically, this car makes that possible. Oh, that's a problem. Need an inspection sticker. Well, after a couple hours, the M3 finally has snow tires and I can drive it. It's already a whole lot more fun. You know, I was on summer tires and I also had a bunch of splits in them, and actually the left front had an actual crack right down the middle. Underneath, couldn't see it unless it was up on a lift. Luckily, didn't blow up, but all set. Now I can finally drive it. So one thing I really love about winter, if you can't tell, is the snow makes for really awesome video and photos. I've actually been out here, you know, freezing my butt off, but taking a bunch of photos for the M3 for the Instagram. And if you don't follow me on there, I'll put a thing up on the screen so you can go ahead and follow. But it's just kind of cool because, you know, you see all the reflections and stuff in the snow, and just, yeah, it looks cool to me. So overall, I really like the Acura. I love driving it. It's a cool car, but at the end of the day, I love the BMW. It's why I bought it. And I actually should make a video on this car and how it's really helped me with my business. And I'm not talking about any clickbait BS. I'm saying like events that I've gone to and people that I've met because I bought this, and the things that I can do because of it. It's kind of cool the way that it worked. Probably could have done it other ways. You know, you can network a whole bunch of different ways. But for me, this has been a great way to kind of get away from the house, have fun, be free, and also meet some great people. So on the subject of this car, as you guys know, I did the rod bearings about 4,000 miles ago, and I've been getting some comments and some questions on how the car's been running. And I'll be the first to tell you that the car's been running perfectly fine. I drive it, you know, I obviously had stored it away, but prior to that, I put about 4,000 miles on it. I think it's now probably closer to about 4,500. And overall, it's just been really fun. Really enjoy driving it. Obviously, haven't done too much spirited driving just because of really cold weather and, you know, cold roads, but overall, just really enjoyed it. And, you know, I'm glad that I did the rod bearings because the peace of mind, I can just drive this and not care. So on the topic of rod bearings, would I recommend doing it? I would. If you have over 60,000 or 80,000, somewhere in that range, definitely go ahead and do it. You know, I mean, it is about $3 grand when you're all done, but the peace of mind and the fact that the car's not going to blow up, really, to me, is priceless. If you're thinking of selling it, or you just don't think it's worth the money, then don't do it. It's your choice. If you look in the forums and stuff, you'll see a lot of people have had issues with, you know, keeping the stock rod bearings. Basically what ends up happening is you spin a bearing and you detonate your engine, you're done. There's really no coming back from it. You have a full rebuild, and unfortunately these aren't crate motors, so you can't just go buy another block and set it up. You have to find a donor car, and of course they're not making this anymore, so you have to go ahead and find a donor car and, you know, put it in your car and have it all machined out and everything. And I don't know the first thing about how that works, but I do know is it's not going to be cheap. So that's about all I have for this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video short like I did last week. It's actually really cold to film outside, and I'm using a switch pod, which I'm actually gonna use my car to show it if I can. Let's see if this is gonna work or not. So there you go, kind of an odd way to show it, but basically the switch pod it's for selfie view, and then you can flip it around and actually end up having a tripod. The problem is it's made of metal, and unfortunately in the winter it gets super cold. So I'm not sure if Pat Flynn thought about that. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I know Peter McKinnon's used it in Iceland, but I don't know. For me, I'm not using gloves. It gets pretty cold really fast. So that's maybe a downside, but it holds the camera pretty steady, and it gives me the ability to have a tripod as well as a selfie view. So you can see from my breath it's super cold, so I'm gonna end this video. But I appreciate you guys checking this out. If you have any comments on the M3, definitely leave a comment below. Please subscribe if you're new. We just hit 1,700 subscribers, which I think is awesome. But as always, appreciate checking out this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.